Bitcoin Cash / US dollar. First off, read this disclaimer carefully. Okay, we are going to look at money, specifically cryptos, Bitcoin Cash, US dollar, distance from 52-week low, 52-week high, and we also got some additional statistics here. You can see here Bitcoin Cash index. Year-to-date performance is 26%. Here is the seasonality, okay? You can see that April is characteristically a very strong month. June, May, I mean, a lot of 33% here. July is interestingly one of the strongest months. Okay, and we are currently in June. Let's look at the charts. Here's the Bitcoin Cash index. Well, let's maybe quickly look at their website. Okay, so peer-to-peer electronic cash enabling new economies with low-fee microtransactions, large business transactions, and permissionless spending. Let's just, yeah. Fast, transact in seconds, get confirmed in minutes, reliable, a network that runs without congestion, low fees. I think that fees is a problem. You need to be virtually zero fees for cryptos to really start to become widely used. Simple, stable, secure. So Bitcoin Cash brings sound money to the world, fulfilling the original promise of Bitcoin as peer-to-peer electronic cash. Merchants and users are empowered with low fees and reliable confirmations. The future shines brightly with unrestricted growth, global adoption, permissionless innovation, and decentralized development. All Bitcoin holders as of block are also owners of Bitcoin Cash. Okay. It's an interesting cryptocurrency. The problem, as we see here in the charts, is that it moves very, very, very big. This move here is to the high was over 1000%. Then we see a collapse of minus 98%. Obviously, no one in their right mind would use Bitcoin Cash as their primary method of commerce. You know, to do real-world transactions, to get paid, you know, salary and stuff like that. These moves are just very beneficial for marketing purposes, but to actually make it used in the real world, this is a huge problem. Hence, I think we should view Bitcoin Cash as an investment speculative opportunity, but I just don't see it ever becoming something widely used because of these moves. If you look at the most recent developments on these weekly data points, there is something rather interesting happening, okay? So we do have lower highs. That is bearish. You also sort of have lower lows as well. So all in all, there is a bit of a bearish trend, though we are above these lows. We are below some of the key moving averages, so there is some obvious levels of resistance. The clearest resistance level here, surgically, is the blue 100-week moving average. Very solid resistance level. Hence, you know, we need to break out above it and hold above it for me to really become bullish for the long term here. But this will happen soon because the 100-week is declining. The accumulation distribution line is showing some constructive development. RSI is in neutral zone. Let's look at daily data points. Loading the moving averages. Okay, so the key moving average here is very obviously the red 200-day moving average. Test, fail, test, test, fail, test, fail, test, fail. It would be bullish to get above the 200-day, even if it is just for some speculative, maybe rally, because if you look at this move here after the breakout, that was, you know, 82%. That's a fantastic trade. It did fail though, it failed quite miserably, so you definitively want to let the trend be your friend there. But watch out for the 200-day. We are testing, testing, and testing very, 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 very close here. Very interesting indeed. There is a 75% positive correlation with S&P 500. That's rather strong, hence this is very tied. Well, currently it's very much is tied to the S&P. The reason is basically that, you know, the S&P is it is speculative. You are betting on higher prices. You want to sell to someone else. That's why you are buying, and that's why, you know, cryptocurrencies and stock markets do have these correlations, because they have very similar dynamics. They are speculative. It is about making money, and that is not, you know, with Forex there are different dynamics. So yeah, it is speculative, but interesting moves here, and you can see that there are some key moving averages that we want to keep our eye on. One of the issues in the crypto world is theft. So let's talk a bit about how the crypto thieves operate. One method is called brute force, and this is when they use a software program to guess the wallet passwords. You also have phishing. That's malware delivered through emails. Hence, you should be very skeptical of links and use, you know, some antivirus software. You got phone potting. That's when they trick the user's telecom provider to transfer the phone number to their phone in order to access a wallet. This is also one of those things that is relevant for the password, you know, the two-part verification in the banks and emails and stuff like that. So there are numerous telecom providers that have hedges against this. Okay, Ponzi schemes. You have pyramid schemes. You know, you have, of course, BitConnect is an infamous example. But these are basically crypto-based multi-level marketing. If something sounds too good to be true, then it is. Another method used is social engineering. This is when someone pretends to be someone else to get access to your wallet. So let's say that you are using Coinbase, and then you are contacted by someone from Coinbase who wants to that have seen some suspicious activity, but in reality you are not being contacted by someone from Coinbase. It is someone engaged in social engineering. So be very, very skeptical. You get mining malware and cryptojacking. This is when they hijack computers to get access to the processing power to mine and make money. You are especially at risk of this if you download games and stuff like that from Pirate Bay and similar torrent platforms. So just be very careful about that. Because hackers do not spend a bunch of time to hack games to just do it out of charity. It's almost always they come with extra programs. Some of it can be extremely malicious, but others it just is exploiting, leeching of your computer's processing power. You also got basically physical force or blackmail. So basically there are many ways in which you can experience crypto theft. These issues are not big issues when it comes to Forex. So Forex is much safer than cryptos, and these are major issues. This is one of the reasons why I am very frustrated with the crypto community, because cryptos, they do have problems, but man, there are some serious issues in crypto space. I am just very frustrated by that. Yeah, let's do some cycle analysis to see if we can get some cycle patterns here. Let's expand this a bit. Let's move this around like that. We do get some cycles here. This is a rising decline, rise, decline, rise, decline-ish. So you could make the case that maybe this cycle is a bit extended. The cycle patterns are not really clear. Here is a nice clear cycle. So there are some cycles. Okay, there just are. The duration of this rising cycle is a bit extended, but if we do get the catalyst, we could break through the very key 200-day moving average. Okay, let's look at the S&P 500. Well, let's look at the futures. US 500, like that. Yes, okay, another strong day on Wall Street. Yeah, I mean, what is it to say? I mean, it is quite spectacular, but we have to ask the question, okay, this is the all-time high. Is the economy here different than it is here? Yes, okay, here things are okay. There are problems with the debt, and the stocks are quite richly valued. Here we have had a major worldwide pandemic, lockdown of the economy, mass unemployment. We have race riots. We have recently had a major liquidity crisis in the bond market. Issues with Forex. I mean, we have had so many issues. And this is not reflected in the price. The bulls are obviously in control. We are entering overbought territory. But the thing is that this is not reflecting reality. The stock market can do this for extended periods, but eventually reality always catches up. I think we can compare this is not a new phenomenon, okay? Back in the day when there were big droughts, as an example. So imagine a tribal society, there's a big drought, so things are bearish for the economy, I guess you could say. And then you have some tribal leaders who start to pray to the water god, the rain god. They beat the drums, hoping that things will improve. And because people think that the rain gods will help them, they pretend as if there isn't a very huge famine on the horizon. But eventually, reality catches up. And there isn't that big of a difference between the people beating the drums back in the day for the rain god and the people now on Wall Street buying hand over fist. Wow, we are going to, if we just believe in this economy, if we just buy stock, make the squiggly line go up, we will be able to magically make all of these bad and disturbing factors go away. That's not how the world works. But in some levels, basically, world hasn't progressed much at all. They're still the same dynamics. Just for the record, I'm not like an atheist or anything like that. I'm actually a spiritual person. I just wanted to make that one clear. Yeah. Anyway, you want to let the trend be your friend in this market? Be market neutral, super dangerous, all kinds of craziness going on. Super dangerous being a bull, dangerous being a full bore bear. This looks like a blow off top, it just does. Let's look at the QQQ. There have been some talk about this potentially being a double top. That could be bearish. There is a bearish divergence with the RSI. But just be really careful. This is crazy times, just like back in the good old days when there were major droughts and the drums were being beat and things were sacrificed for the rain god.